And we are now hearing tonight from a woman who says she had a frightening encounter with the same Orlando police officer who put his knee on a man's neck that you see playing in this video. An Ocoee woman says she and her husband were driving in downtown Orlando when Officer John Earl sprayed pepper spray inside of their pickup. Investigative reporter Darlene Jones found out it started with an attempt to disperse a crowd after bars closed.
He's still banging on my truck. Go, go, go.
Cedric Jones and his wife were stopped at a red light in downtown Orlando. Their loud music attracting a crowd of people who started dancing in the street, blocking the road and their truck. Officer John Earl said his body camera had just died, but Megan Jones told us she remembers what happened next.
I could feel like my face felt like it was just like on fire. And my husband was also just turning the radio down anyway to ask me what the smell was.
They immediately went to a nearby police substation for help, and it turns out Officer Earl, who was already on his way home, had deployed his department-issued pepper spray, he said, in the air to disperse the crowd, ignoring verbal commands. But you can see a significant amount is here on the dashboard of that pickup truck. The case was heard during a Citizens Police Review Board meeting this month.
We know that it was sprayed inside, without a doubt. It was sprayed, and there's photograph of the chemical residue on the dashboard. So we do know it was sprayed. Whether it was sprayed intentionally or not is the question.
Officer Earl received a written censure because it was the second time he had used force and his body camera wasn't on, and an oral reprimand because he didn't notify a supervisor he pepper sprayed a crowd of people downtown. Jones's attorney is frustrated.
Then this gets covered up through a story that, oh, Officer Earl actually just pepper sprayed the crowd, and somehow the truck drove through a cloud of pepper spray, and somehow all of it ended up inside the dash of this vehicle.
Jones, a local nurse, lives in constant fear now that the encounter could have been worse.
How many incidents does it take before something turns deadly, something turns lethal?
In Orange County, Darlene Jones, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
As Darlene reported in this case, it was just heard by the Citizens Police Review Board this month, but the incident happened in March of 2019. Now, during that board meeting, members expressed continued frustration about the delay in hearing these cases. OPD's Internal Affairs Manager said it can take a year or longer for cases to go to the Citizens Review Board because investigations have to be completed first.